Early in the week of June 15, 1959, Branch Rickey was in Houston, unofficially, to meet with us at the Houston Sports Association, along with the Park Board Commissioners, to discuss the formation of the third major league, sharing his blueprints for the proposed circuit. The details were to be kept secret. A few days later, on June 18th, Bill Shea, chairman of the New York City Mayor's Baseball Committee tasked with bringing a second club to New York, announced he was about ready to reveal details of the formation of a third major league. The New York club, with pledged assets of over $100 million, was backed by Mrs. Charles S. Payson, Mrs. Dorothy Killam, Dwight F. Davis, Jr., donor of the Davis Cup Tennis Trophy, and Don Grant, who was the only Giants stockholder to vote against moving the team to San Francisco. Shea also noted that the backers were joining with the demand that New York build a new stadium seating 52,000 with parking for 20,000 cars. This revived the talk for an arena located in Flushing Meadows, the site Walter O'Malley had turned down. Bill refused to name the other member cities, noting they should be coming out with their own announcements within the next few weeks. He was asked what he would do if organized baseball were to renege on its open arms bid to a substantial third league, and Bill answered that he didn't believe they would do that. Reaction to Shea's announcement was swift and national. Baseball Commissioner Ford Frick, speaking with his characteristic caution, warned that the new circuit would have to complete all of its plans within the next 12 months, pointing out that under baseball rules, a third league would have to have its franchises organized 10 months before the start of the season. He also doubted that the major league owners would be able to meet with Bill between July 1st and the 12th, as they would need 6 months' notice on matters like this before they could take action at the league meetings. But then again, special meetings had been called before, like when the Giants and Dodgers shifted operations to California. In Pittsburgh, Branch Rickey predicted success for the venture. When asked where the players would come from, Rickey replied, "They'll come from the world, from the minors, from the majors, and from the free agency field." Branch did not advocate that the third league go hat-in-hand to the existing major leagues begging for players. He suggested that it merely throw money around and buy up what was available first in the minors, on college campuses, and from graduating high school teams. Rickey believed that public pressure for a third league would destroy any possible resistance by established interests. On June 24th, the Houston Post's Clark Nealon reported that those of us at the Houston Sports Association preferred to maintain our silence on the third major league. Clark didn't expect any concrete announcement or development until possibly the major leagues held their winter meetings. He also noted that William Kirkland, Park Board Chairman, stated there was no development to report from the Commission, but that negotiations were continuing almost daily. Completion of negotiations for the site were expected soon, which would mean that planning could proceed along the already announced lines of building a coliseum first. Meanwhile, Milton Fishman was back in Houston, continuing his efforts to organize Houston participation and representation in the Buffaloes Club, and he noted that an announcement on his organization was very close. It was Milton's second trip to Houston in June, focused on acquiring local stockholders and representation in the Buffs franchise.